Guys, welcome to today's chef.com.au Photoshop tutorial. Okay, in today's tutorial we're going to be basically redoing the Cloverfield logo or the Cloverfield website's prototype for their font. So let's get going and make this cool text effect. So we're going to simply go to File New, and we're going to go to set a width of 750 and a height of 500, just for us to work with at the moment. Okay. Making sure that your foreground color is white and your background color is black, we're going to press Ctrl A and delete to fill the background with black, and press Ctrl D to unselect. Okay, we're going to go to Layer, New Layer, which is also Shift Ctrl N obviously, and we're going to call this text. Okay, we're going to type in the middle of the screen Cloverfield and just move it slightly to the middle so it can fit right on the screen there. Okay, we're going to press Ctrl A. Sorry, not Ctrl A. We're going to tick to commit changes, and there we go. We've got a new layer that's called text with Cloverfield written on it. Okay, before we add some effects to it, let's press Ctrl J, which will basically clone that layer. So if you look here, we've got two layers, text and text copy, and we're going to work on text copy, which is where we're going to apply the effects to. Obviously keeping text in the background so we can show through, I guess, the effect, and we're going to find out how that looks in a little while. Okay, so clicking the text copy layer, meaning that it's now got the current layer, we're going to go to Filter, Blur, Motion Blur. It's going to say that the text is going to be rasterized and it won't be editable after we do this. We're going to press OK, and the reason why is because we've got another layer underneath it, so we don't have to worry about it not being editable. So press OK, and we're going to set a distance of 25 pixels. It's already in there, but I'll write it anyway. And as you can see, it's starting to show through as a nice effect. As you can see, the blurriness behind is there, but the text is still visible and easy to read on top because of the text layer right here. That's still there and not been deleted. Okay, so we're going to press OK on the 25 distance pixels effect, and we're going to do it one more time. Now obviously you can go through blur and motion blur and do it again, which will show you the effect, and press OK. But there's a quick way. If you just go to Filter, it'll be up the top here because it's the last use effect, and you can also get it through Control F obviously, but we're going to just click it, and there we go. It's going to make it a bit more cooler than before and show through in the sides of the text. And obviously this is a lot like the website. If you can see it, there's a bit of a tinge of blurriness on the left and the right of each character. Now the thing is, obviously if we had a bigger screen to work with outside of this tutorial, we can make the letters a bit slightly wider apart, and that means that the effect will be a lot better. But I guess we're learning the basics of making the effect right now, so that's fine. Alright, so on the text copy effect, we can actually leave it as it is for now and actually have, in a few steps, created the clone of the Cloverfield logo. But better yet, let's move it one step further and make it look a little bit more like the real thing. And the way we're going to do that is to firstly go to Layer, New Adjustment Layer, and we're going to go to Selective Color. We're going to type in Overlay Color, but obviously you can type in whatever you like, that's fine, and press OK. Okay, so in the Selective Color options, we're going to choose blacks as the color we're working with, and we're going to raise the yellow up a bit of percentage, and as you can see, it's starting to take on that cool effect that the website actually shows. A bit more yellow on the sides of the letters, so we're going to set it to about 65% and press OK. Alright, so we're getting there, but it's a bit more I guess prominent than we'd like. So what we're going to do is on the overlay color effects that we've changed on there, we're going to drop down the opacity. Whoops, and I've broken the layers effect. We're going to drop down the opacity to about let's go with 80 for now, and we're going to go, let's move this out of the way, and we're going to do the same thing to the text copy effect layer. So sorry, text copy layer, we're going to drop the opacity down. Oh, my Photoshop doesn't like me. We're going to drop that down to 75% as well, and that's it. So we're going to close that off and move that out of the way. Ooh, there we go. Okay, so as we can see, we've basically in a few short steps recreated the Cloverfield text effect. It's a pretty cool effect to use, and as you can see, it wasn't pretty hard to make in terms of the creation of the actual text and the surrounding blurriness. Obviously, if we wanted to go a step further now, we can always just click on the text copy layer and get the rubber or the eraser tool and just erase, you know, erase through things that we don't want to have blur, you know, in them or around them. But we can leave it as it is for now as well, and we would have done the same effect, I guess, in that sense. Just a few short things that you can add or change around with the logo to make it a bit different, I guess. Clicking the text copy layer, and if you press Control T, which is transform, you can drop down that a bit, because if you notice on the website, the background layer seems to be a slightly off the front layer to make it, I guess, a bit more 3D looking. So if we press commit on that, all we have to now do is drop the opacity down a little bit more than before, and this is doing it again. I really have to check out what's going on with my Photoshop, and I guess move that out of the way. Okay, so there you go. We can leave it like that as well, and see how that plays along, or we can revert back to what it was before, and that's fine as well. Alright, just a few shorter things as well. Clicking the text layer, I guess, and then selecting the text, just to show you guys the character panel. I've set my tracking to 90, which is given the text the width between each other. Obviously it makes it a bit more easier when you're working with more tracking or a bigger canvas. But with this, we'll leave it as for now and see how we go. Press OK. Close this panel. The text that we're using is AFK Lampenborg, and you can find that at www.cheb.com.au as a download, and we'll take it from there. So I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial, and if you have any questions, drop them on my blog, and we'll see if we can answer them. Good luck and have fun. Till next time. Ciao.